is Wicked Rhody, a wicked good podcast about Rhode Island events and life. Hello, everybody. How's it going? My name's Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro. Thank you so much. Happy 2019.
We're here, guys. Get ready to write the date wrong a million times.
Exactly. You're going to blow through a few extra checks. Who still writes checks, though? But
I do.
I write a few. Very few, though. But welcome to the podcast voted Best of Rhode Island by the readers of Rhode Island Monthly. It's so great to have you here. Mary, I got to ask you.
Tell me.
Resolutions or pursuits?
Ooh.
New Year's resolutions or New Year's pursuits? Because I saw both as a hashtag, and this kind of caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, wait. Maybe we should be going the pursuits route with the various people I work with as far as the hashtag. But it seems to me that that's what people are doing, because resolutions certainly has a negative connotation to it.
It does. Yeah. If you don't reach that resolution, then you have this huge feeling of failure. But pursuits, man. Yeah. You're just like completely shaking my New Year's world right now, because I was seeing it as someone had posted something like, write all the things that make you happy, and then write all the things that you do every day, and then if they're not the same list, change that. And I was like, oh, I like this too. I mean, granted, I can't do everything that makes me happy every day.
Let's do this exercise right now. Let's do this.
Yes.
Okay, things that make you happy: drinking coffee, eating donuts. Okay, and
yes,
then the other column was things I do every day.
Yes.
All right, so drinking coffee.
Yep.
Eating donuts.
Look at you.
I've already won 2019.
Seriously.
Oh, God bless us all.
But pursuits, Ben, that is such a great word.
That's what that's not me. That's the internet, my friends. That is the internet. That's you out there. So people are going more for the pursuits. And I think it's something more along the lines of, we find better words to describe things. You know, we use the term rabbit hole now, where we never before in the past it was gone off on a tangent.
Yes.
You know, we used to call them stewardesses, now they're, or airline stewards, now they're flight attendants. Mm-hmm. Or is that the wrong word now? I don't even know.
Who knows?
But I don't fly enough to know the difference.
It's a Rhode Island problem.
I still get impressed that I can poop in the air. So it's oh, this is the bathroom. What a lovely space. Oh, I can shave in here too. Wow, what a smart idea. But it's one of those words that really stuck out, and so I mean, I think everybody is always on the pursuit to do better and be better. For the most part. I shouldn't say everybody. There are people who don't, but I think a lot of people are going that way and trying to create the better life for them. So what is the pursuit, the overall pursuit? It's not something you want to just do for the year. It's something you want to do overall.
For you. Oh, I love this. Or for your community or for your family, but I love the word pursuit. I hope that everyone listening, whether they're at the gym or driving or whatever, I hope that they just have a smile on their face right now. They're like, yes.
And truth be told,
pursuit.
I've always had a negative connotation with the word pursuit.
Really?
Because when I was growing up, my parents always played that game Trivial Pursuit, and I was never allowed to play it, so I kind of hated the game. Like, screw that. Yep. I don't want to play this stupid little game. It's boring. There's no colorful photos. What the heck is up with these cards and all those words and the little pie pieces? How dumb. What a dumb game.
The only Trivia Pursuit I'm good at is Harry Potter Trivia Pursuit. That's the only one. Other than that, I'm terrible.
They didn't even have that back then. Now they have a Trivial Pursuit for everything. So, you could exceed at something. But I was all about Monopoly, man. I was just, let's go. Give me Boardwalk.
Give me some hotels.
Give me Boardwalk and Park Avenue, and let me charge the heck out of my sisters if they land there. Oh!
That's
a wonderful thing. So whether you're tuned in, you're on the road, working, getting errands done, or feel like you've just listened to Tony Robbins for the last 5 minutes with pursuits.
Hopefully not.
Next, we're going to walk on fire. No. Sit back, enjoy the episode. If you hear something that piques your interest, you can find all the links and info on our website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
Kicking off the new year right, we have an amazing, wicked, interesting listing this week. Tell us more about it, Ben.
Cycle Bar in Providence. Our good friend Lindsay Idaluca from MDC 10 is an avid cycle bar enthusiast. I think she might even teach a class, or she just hypes people up at the class. She's good for that. But they are having a wonderful event coming up on Saturday from 12 to 12:45. That's right, a short event. But it'll have lasting effects because they are doing a fundraiser, Pedal for Pets, and this is for the RIVMA Companion Animal Foundation.
Whoa.
So here's what it is. Okay, the cycle bar, it's an energizing 45-minute ride with amazing music, video, lighting. It's a multi-sensory experience. I think they should throw things at you, but that's not that's for them to figure out.
I've never heard of Cycle Bar. I'm now Googling it. This looks amazing.
Cycle Bar is one of those it's one of those new places to get that. It's almost like CrossFit without the insanity.
Okay, good.
And
CrossFit scares me a little bit.
It scared me too for a while, but I wrote a book about it, and now it's all better. Or it is now. Lawsuits not pending. But here's the thing, $25, it includes cycling shoes. You get to use cycling shoes, special shoes, towels, and they have the Cycle Bar water bottles, and every dollar donated benefits the RIVMA Companion Animal Foundation, which is a nonprofit dedicated to providing quality veterinary care to Rhode Island's neediest pets. So, it's just a wonderful feel-good thing. This is going to be a fun event. So go there, pedal, get yourself all energized, take a lot of naps afterwards. You're going to be in Providence, so maybe you hit up one of those fancy donut places or, a beverage after perhaps, because you just worked for it. Cycling like
that's
a mad,
whole point, yeah.
like a mad person, and check it out. But it's also, like I said, it's a great event. If you head over to Lindsay Adaluca's Facebook page, she is always talking about the great stuff they're doing over there. Just go for it. It's an awesome event. Sounds like a lot of fun. I can't say that I would be doing it, but I'm definitely going to be checking out Providence Cycle Bar at some point.
There you go.
And I'll see if they have a trike or something in the background. Maybe a bicycle built for two. Do they do that? I don't know. But that's happening, like I said, on Saturday at 12 p.m. Go check it out. It's a wonderful fundraiser. Cycle Bar, Providence. It's the Pedal for Pets. That is our Wicked Interesting Pick of the Week. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the Wicked Fun in the 401.
So whether you made a New Year's resolution or maybe a New Year's pursuit, maybe you want to just try something new. Maybe you want to jazz things up. Maybe it's going to Cycle Bar. Maybe it is, just finding a new activity. So if you have thought about learning how to dance, lots of people have. I feel like it was something that, was really taught back in the good old days, and it's something that isn't necessarily taught as much now here, but you might feel like you want to do it. Moving and shaking and dancing to music, there's nothing wrong with that. Always brings a smile to my face. And if you want to learn how to dance, there's a free open house at the Dancing Feeling taking place Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. Now, they have all sorts of different classes at the Dancing Feeling. There are beginner lessons, studio tours. At this event, you'll be able to meet the staff. There will be refreshments served. So you can go by yourself. You can bring some friends, and you can really learn what this place is all about, and you get some free dance lessons in the process. So who knows, you might just be looking for a new hobby. Maybe you want to just learn some new fancy steps. Maybe you have a wedding going on in 2019. 'Tis the season. Yep. Everybody's getting engaged this time of year.
Right.
So if you want to become a bit better on the dance floor, or if you just want to have an activity, I'll tell you something, Ben. I get a little down come January and February. It's just the gray weather. Sure. And I just feel like a lot of people in New England, we get a little bit grumpy. We get the Christmas trees down and everyone all of a sudden is a little cranky. I personally have taken dance lessons almost every January and February because it gets you out. It gets your body moving. You're suddenly smiling. It's a great way to meet other people. So if you yourself are looking for something to do, this is a great way to check it out for free.
Well, I think everybody gets that little bit of SAD, seasonal affective disease, or SAS, seasonal affective syndrome. And, that's because there's not as much sunlight. We get a little bit of a lack of vitamin D from the sunlight, right? That's one.
That's right.
Yep. So
look at you.
Thank you. But it's a health check with Dr. Ben. No, nothing could be further than that, as I just told you a few minutes ago. Donuts and coffee daily, baby. But you're right. And getting out there, getting active. And in that way, I always am encouraged when I see people talking about doing a New Year's resolution that involves health and fitness. It's a wonderful thing. Obviously, they're doing a lot of it over there at the various YMCAs and gyms and places where you can do that. But no, this is great. Dancing is a wonderful thing. It doesn't feel like a workout.
Agreed.
You know,
that's where it gets you. I mean, it feels like a workout after when you're like, wow, my legs hurt, I sweat. But it is so much fun while you're doing it.
And a fun fact, too, I heard recently that if you run, like if you go running as for just nobody's chasing you, yogging as Anchorman would have called it, it's a soft J. But if you listen to a podcast while running, you forget that you're running more so than if you were listening to music when you run.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a theory I'm not really willing to test, but if you've tested that theory, please let us know on our Facebook page. We got another great event happening. So when is that? That's Friday.
That's Friday, yep, 7 to 9.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, on Saturday, it is 12th night at the Mount Hope Farm from 7 to 9:30 p.m. It's a Shakespearean type of event.
Oh.
What cheers, Shakespeare? They've been performing at venues for the last 15 years. It's a troupe that also has produced several off-season productions, including their farcical adaptation of A Christmas Carol. There you go. Which has become a legend in Rhode Island. But 12th Night is an audience favorite. It's Duke Orsino of Lyria falls in love with Olivia, but his advances are rejected, and there's a whole storyline to it. Orsino goes to Cesario, and I don't want to give too much away, mainly because I don't know all the details, but there is a happy ending. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry, you're going to be on the edge of your seat, but most of all, you're going to feel very fancy over at the Mount Hope Farm, a beautiful, beautiful setting over there in summer, winter, spring, and fall, all 4 seasons at the farm. It's $25 a person or $20 if you're a member of the farm. And it just, this would be a fun event for you and a date to check it out. It's happening on Saturday from 7 to 9:30 p.m., 12th night at Mount Hope Farm in the Barn in Bristol.
Amazing. Well, we have a great event going on Sunday. So now, look at this. We've planned your entire weekend, my friends. In case you missed it, we've got your Friday event. We've got your Saturday event. We now have a Sunday event for you. And this one is free. So if you're looking to save some money, this is a free event going on right now. It is at the Rhody Museum from 11 to 4 p.m. It is Super Art Sunday. And the theme for it is Repair It. It is a day that is going to explore how repair happens through science, imagination, live demos, interactive activities for the entire family, and they have a full schedule online about how they're going to be reassembling different things, whether it's overused toys or how repairs happen in the museum. So if you think about, all this artwork and stuff, you need to take care of it. So how they're going to do that.
They don't just use duct tape and glue.
No, they have much better skill set than Ben and I.
That's why I don't work at a museum, ladies and gentlemen. I sit here and podcast.
That's it. So there's just going to be lots of great things. I mean, the Rhody Museum in and of itself is an absolute gem here in the state, and you get to go there for free. So whether you wanted to peruse the rest of the artwork going on there, or you want to take advantage of some of these different events going on in the Repair It theme, you can do that 11 to 4. Once again, great thing. You could go to Providence, go get yourself some brunch, and head on over. This is an event that if you wanted to bring your family, the youngsters, you could totally bring it. It could be a Sunday date stroll, or it's a great thing if you wanted to put in some earbuds, maybe listen to a podcast, and just peruse the beautiful artwork at Rhody.
Yeah, I think this would be also great, for kids that are perhaps your children's age, Mary. Mm-hmm. Larson, Lad, and Lass. I think they might take advantage. Like, they might be better suited to go to this than when they have like the fine china exhibit, where they maybe not really caring too much. It's like, how many snacks can we put on that plate?
Yes.
This might be something cool and to do. Folks, if you're in the northern end of the state on Saturday from 8 to 10:30 p.m., starting at 8 o'clock, it is the Billy Joel Experience with the group Songs in the Attic. It's sponsored by Navigant Credit Union. Stadium Theater, of course, a wonderful organization, great people up there, wonderful volunteers, wonderful staff. And since the release of Piano Man in 1973, Billy Joel has had 33 top 40 hits spanning over 3 decades. You believe that?
33? I can't. I had no idea it was that many.
He's got a lot. He's got a huge music book. Songs in the Attic, which is a wonderful tribute group. They will amaze you with their detailed and skillful presentation of those hits like Scenes from an Italian Restaurant, The Entertainer, New York State of Mind, The Stranger, and Only the Good Die Young. I am curious if they're going to play Root Beer Rag. If you haven't heard it, look it up on YouTube. It is a wonderful song. And I still, to this day, don't know, wink, wink, I don't know how he played it so fast. But it was the 70s, you kind of can guess. Songs in the Attic is a musical tribute, conceived and presented with tremendous amounts of detail and affection for the material by the Long Island veteran singer, piano player, David Clark. So check that out. It's going to be a wonderful night. If you're a Billy Joel fan, who isn't a Billy Joel fan? I'll tell you who isn't Billy Joel fans. Terrible people. Terrible human beings are the people who hate, are not
That's
Billy
right.
Joel fans, are anti-Billy Joel. William, as I call him formally when I send my Christmas card to him. What else?
Oh, my goodness. Well, that's the wicked fun. That's the wicked fun in the 401, my friend.
Oh, very good. Well, fantastic. Go have some fun, folks. Ah, yeah. Whether it's a first date, an anniversary, or you're just looking for a little something to create a spark, how about this wicked romantic opportunity? What do you got?
Opportunity. I like that. Well, you know, we've just finished up December. We just
Pursue the romance. That's a podcast for you, ladies and gentlemen. Pursue the romance.
I like that. Hey, you know, might want to trademark that. Well, we were just talking about how this time of year can get people down. You know, you might feel like you would just want to stay indoors. Maybe you're not the dancing type. Well, if you want to kick off some sparks with that special someone, maybe you reined in the new year with a special little kiss from somebody, or maybe you're gearing up because you want to have somebody on your arm for Valentine's Day, I wanted to recommend that you maybe take them ice skating. Right?
Okay.
Because here's the thing. Ice skating, unless this is something you do regularly, we're all pretty bad at it. Like maybe you can kind of like do a little bit here or there, but generally you're going to slip, you're going to fall, and in that process, you're going to have a great laugh. And I feel like one of the best things to do when you're going on a date, whether it's a new date or whether it's a person that you've been dating for a long time, going ice skating or doing one of these experiential kind of dates, it's a great way to get to know the person and just get out there and move. Just like we were talking about the dancing, getting out there and doing something physical is really, really important, especially this time of year. So, of course, there's lots of different places you can go. So I just wanted to let you know about some of them. So the Alex Zanani City Center, we talk about all the time, right downtown in Providence. They have things going on all year long. Maybe you're in the eastern part of the state. You could always go to the Newport Skating Center. They've got great things going on. There's wonderful arenas indoors. So in case it's warm, like it's been really warm recently, and you feel like there's not enough places to go ice skating, you can go skating at the Brown Ice Skating Rink in Providence. There is Thayer Arena in Warwick. There's the Veterans Arena in my city of Cranston, and Boss Arena, which is the University of Rhode Island's ice skating rink. All of these places have free skate time. They have ice skating lessons. There are plenty of opportunities for you to go. Maybe you want to get a little practice in before your date, but I'm just saying some of my favorite winter dates have been on an ice skating rink. I am not Christina Yamaguchi. I am not, a good ice skater, but I think the amount of laughter that you can get when you do activities like this, it can be really romantic.
So this is a great idea. If you are the one planning it, make sure you know how to skate. lest you break your leg. You want to be able to assist the person you're on a date with. And I'm not saying the guy has to know or the girl has to know. It doesn't. Nope. Doesn't. One person doesn't have to know over the other. It's just somebody should.
Somebody should be a little well versed.
It is just responsible. It's just a responsible thing to do. Let's be. We're on a first date, an anniversary, or we're looking to create a spark. We are not looking to create a trip to the hospital or long-term therapy. No. And I just got an email from our attorneys. The Wicked Rhody podcast is not responsible for any injuries suffered during this suggested activity.
Don't try this at home.
That's right. Well, something
so
that...
Ben,
yes.
Look at us. We're in each other's brains, Ben.
Yeah.
We're in each other's brains. Yes. You go, because it's your wicked friendly event, my friend.
Well, if you want to go with the family, do something fun, give back, how about helping to clean up the beach at Fort Adams with Clean Ocean Access? They are having this cleanup event from 12 to 2 on Saturday, and it's looking like it's going to be possibly a little overcast and rainy, but it's okay. That's what they make umbrellas for, or they make raincoats for. And if you got a family, maybe somebody holds the umbrellas, the other people pick up the trash on the beach there. But it's a great time to come on down. They will have free coffee. Just bring your reusable mug. See what they did there? You bring your reusable mug. That way you don't have to create more waste with a styrofoam or a paper cup. And they'll have free hot coffee there for you. There's no registration required. It's a fun event. It's perfect. I mean, to get out there with the family, it's something you can all do together. Who's been to Fort Adams in the middle of the wintertime? I mean, people tend to forget about our amazing state parks. This is a great way to get out there, help clean up the environment, do something fun with the family, do a healthy activity. Everybody's invited. It's a wonderful time. Clean Ocean Access is a great group as well. They have so many wonderful events happening. If you haven't checked them out, you certainly should. But that's happening on Saturday from noon to 2. They organize these events. Again, shout out to Empire Tea and Coffee for providing the coffee. But bring your own reusable mug. Going to be a fun time over there at Fort Adams. Episode 118 is in the books, ladies and gentlemen, and with that, so is the first episode of 2019. Everything we talked about today can be found on our website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We love to be social, and we know that you do too. Here's one thing that you can do. You can share the Wicked Rhody podcast with your friends in a super easy way. Just screenshot your phone if you're walking, not if you're driving. Maybe you can do it later. Screenshot it and share it in your Facebook or Instagram stories. It's a great way to let people know that our podcast exists, and maybe it'll be someone's New Year's pursuit that they would like to check out a new podcast. So feel free to share with them this podcast.
Very, very, very fun. If you're looking to get your message directly into the ears of our listeners, you can email us at wickedroadypodcast@gmail.com. We have wonderful opportunities for you. Reach out to us on Facebook as well. Just say, hey, I want to work with you guys. Let's
We're fun.
Talk. Yes, we are. I want that on a t-shirt. We're fun.
Until next time, folks, my name's Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro.
And you've been listening to Wicked Rhody. We'll have more for you next Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely we will. That's right. Don't you forget it. Subscribe.